Imagine being stuck in a small space every day, just waiting for someone to notice you. This is the sad and true reality of animals in shelters just down the road from you in Colombia. In just the US, there are about 6.5 million animals admitted into shelters every single year. Only half of these are adopted, and unfortunately, many are euthanized due to shelters reaching capacity and health issues. Many of these animals are picked up as strays or surrendered by owners that can no longer care for them. Growing up, I've always been a huge animal lover, even volunteering for a few months at my local animal shelter. That experience showed me how personal these animals are and how they are more than just a dog or a cat. Students should consider fostering or adopting an animal from the City of Columbia Animal Services because it clears out space in shelters and gives animals the life they deserve. There are many ways you can directly help these animals and make a difference, including donating, fostering, and even adopting. Adoption gives an animal a lifelong home and takes them out of the shelter for good. This directly frees up a spot in the shelter so another animal in need can be taken in and cared for. As a college student, money can be tight sometimes. However, adopting isn't as expensive as you might think. All animals at the City of Columbia Pet Services are fixed, vaccinated, microchipped, dewormed, and come with a starter bag of pet food, so you don't have to pay for these expensive products and supplies yourself. For example, spaying or neutering can cost over $100 at a vet clinic. Getting this and more included makes adoption very affordable. When you adopt from a shelter instead of buying from a breeder, you reduce demand for breeding, which in the long run helps less animals end up in the shelters in the first place. Instead of waiting in a cage all day, an animal can get a normal life with attention, space, and care if you consider adopting. If adopting isn't something that is right for you, there is another way to help. Fostering is to take home an animal for a short period of time, usually about 2 weeks, and taking care of them. This helps reduce shelter overcrowding and gives the animal direct attention rather than sitting in a cage. Many of these animals are young or recovering from illness or injuries. Fostering gives them a quieter space for them to heal while also helping the shelter to take in more animals. Medical care is already taken care of by the Columbia Animal Services, so you usually don't have to pay anything at all. Medical care is already taken care of by the Columbia Animal Services, so you usually don't have to pay anything at all. They also supply fosters with monthly flea, tick, and heartworm preventatives, and can provide food, crates, and toys upon request. This all makes fostering a realistic option for college students. It's a temporary and affordable option to help animals in need. If you cannot take an animal home at all, you can still help. Donating is a simple way to help without fully taking on the responsibility of an animal. Even small donations make a huge difference towards food, medical care, and daily needs. City of Columbia Animal Services takes in animals constantly, so resources are always being used and therefore needed. Donations help to keep these animals healthy, vaccinated, and safe while they wait for their forever home. City of Columbia Animal Services also focuses on improving animal welfare in the surrounding community. They have a spay and neuter program to help reduce overpopulation and prevent more animals from ending up in shelters in the first place. Let's say you can't take an animal home but want to do more than just donating. City of Columbia Animal Services also offers volunteer programs. On their website, they offer an easy way to apply. They host a variety of events as well. On Doggy Day Out, you could take a shelter dog on a field trip for the day to have fun. There's also a Slumber Buddies program, which is basically a short-term foster program for just a weekend. Events like this help the animals socialize, meet potential adopters, and have a fun day. I could go on and on about all the ways to help these animals, but the main idea is very simple. These animals need people, and small actions can make a huge difference. You can help by adopting and giving an animal a forever home, fostering to provide temporary care, or donating to the City of Columbia Animal Services to support their daily needs. If you can help in any way, you can directly reach out through their website. Even donating $5 can make a difference to giving these animals the care, attention, and life they deserve.